So I've been doing this for about 2 or 3 weeks now before these videos started. So this is Teeto slightly further advanced than, say, Milo was. But this is just my week kind of all summed up together of what we're doing. As you can see from that, Teeto is still not that confident about what he's supposed to do when he gets on the board at this first part of the video, but he's getting better and better as we go along. So here I've just moved the book further away from me so that I'm trying to make sure that he's doing it more independently from me when I'm not just sitting in front of him, and he can have more movement away to then return to it. So here I'm just waiting for him to give me the 2-on-2 off position, and then when he eventually does it to me, I'm giving him a big reward for having worked it out, because here he's got to work out what is the right thing I want him to do, and I don't want to be telling him anything in this period. That's why it's so quiet in between, because I need him to work it out on his own without any commands from me, because I don't want a command for me on the contact point. Come on, good boy. I'm working on being in different positions around him, because eventually I want to be able to run anywhere near the contacts and him staying on the contact. So you don't want to just train it only sitting in front of him or only sitting behind him or beside of him. So now he's getting the concept more, I'm moving around more, and the idea is eventually he should keep pinging straight back to get on the contact and wait there for his reward and then the release command. Break. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Break. Here I've tried a plank, as you'll see through his videos. He kind of has transferred the learning, but not really. I think we had a bit more of a fluke to start with, and then he kind of doesn't really understand that it's the same thing I want him to do. So I just need to go back and do more work with my book before I progress any further. Yes, good boy. Break. So this is back to use my book, and so he's getting more confident at going straight onto the 2-on-2 off position and returning once he's got a sweep. He's not looking quite so much at me and wandering around waiting for it. He's still a bit unsure about the position, but he's getting better. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Break. I'm starting to add in a bit of my movement in here, because eventually I want to be able to walk past the contact point and him stop and wait for me, not just follow me. So this is just the start training of that. So I'm doing movement, I'm not just staying still. Also here you'll see I'll start to do movement after I've given him his reward, because I don't want him to move until I give him his release command, because I want to be able to move away from the contact in the future and him wait until I say go, or go straight away if I tell him to go straight away. But if he's so used to just going onto it, getting in the right position, getting his reward and running off, I won't ever have the control to say when I want him to move.
You want him to do, isn't it?
Break.
Wow. That's what you want him to do eventually, yeah? I've got you.
Break. So then just taking the book outside just to see if he still gets the concept. As you can see, very, very distracted here, not really focusing. And so it's just showing that he still hasn't got the full idea of what I want. He kind of knows it, he wants to please, but still requires some work to transfer it from the nice, quiet inside environment to being outside where it's just a bit more fun. But he's doing well, so it's we'll make progress on it. Yes, good boy. Yeah, that's lovely. As we're outside, I can start putting more movement in from me. As you can see, if I move, he will move straight off the contact. If I stop in the right place, he will stop. So it's just proving that my work so far, I just need to do more. He needs to get more understanding that he needs to stay on that contact point until he gets a release, no matter what my body does. Then just another day, just take him on to the contact points, just to see how he's doing. And he's got the concept of being able to put the 2 on 2 off, which is good. But it's not as strong as quite like yet, so I can go back and do some more work on the board still to improve it. And then also you'll see in a bit, as I'm moving, he's not got the whole stopping at all, so I need to go back to the book, work on that, work on putting the book down, him stopping on it, me being able to walk away, walk towards him, walk around him, because it's a lot easier to reward on a book than it is while trying to do it on a contact point. But we're getting there. It's good. I'm happy with his progress this week. So another thing we have with once we've got the actual contact kit, we don't actually want them to keep returning back onto the end of it when we're doing agility. So this bit here we'd only do for a very short period of the time, and we wanted to get them straight into doing walking down the whole plank and stopping at the end. But you can't teach them to walk down the plank and stop unless they're going to stop, or they know that they have to stop at the end. So we will do a bit of work at the stop at the end, but the stronger our stop and working on our 2 on 2 off with our book is, the better our stop will be here, and the sooner we can move on to having the plank walking the whole way down it rather than just working on the end of it. So then, having done the outside work, like looking at the real contact day before, or maybe 2 days ago, going back to actually doing a book in the kitchen again, and you can see here it's far more consistent at going back onto the right position quickly after having his reward. So he's growing his understanding as we go through this, and I just need to start doing more movement of me walking past. So that will be next week's challenge.